A multiple choice list is similar to a checkbox group in that it allows the user to select 0 or more items. So I could choose EPUB, or EPUB and PDF, or indeed all three. The HTML structure of a multiple choice element is the same as a select menu, but it has the addition of the size and multiple attributes in the opening select tag. However, unlike a select menu, nothing is transmitted with the form data if all options are deselected when the form is submitted. The other important point to note about a multiple choice list is that the values need to be submitted as an array by adding an empty pair of square brackets after the name attribute in the opening select tag. So the name of this multiple choice list is format, so I need to add those square brackets at the end there. If you forget to do this, only the last selected option will be transmitted with the form data. For the mail processing script to handle this multiple choice list, you need to add its name to the expected array. That's at the top of the page. So we'll just add that name there, format. And notice that it's just the name format. You don't put the square brackets at the end of it. It's just the name that you're interested in. Because you've added format to the expected array, the mail processing script expects that element to be included in the post array. But if the user hasn't selected any of the options in the multiple choice list, it won't exist. So you need to check for its existence and create an empty array with the same name if it's not there. So let's just add that there. If not is set, and the name of the multiple choice list was format, so we're looking for post format. And then we need to add post format to the post array. And because it's got no elements in it, we'll make it an empty array. And that enables the script in mail process PHP to handle the multiple choice list correctly, even if nothing is selected. But if the user has selected some elements and the form is submitted with other errors, you need to be able to redisplay those selected elements. So go back down to the HTML here, and we need to add conditional statements to each of the option tags. And that conditional statement needs to check if the form has been submitted. The way we do that is, of course, we check if there are any elements in the post array. So if post and this particular value is in the format array, so we're looking for PDF, and the array that we're looking for it in is in the format array. And if it is, we need to echo selected. This format array is created by the script in mail process PHP, which goes through each of the elements in the post array and creates a new variable based on the name of that post array element's key. So we need to add a similar conditional statement to the other option tags. So let's just copy that and paste it and just change the value. So the second one we're looking for EPUB, and in the third one we're looking for Mobi. InArray makes a case-sensitive comparison, so you've got to have exactly the same uppercase and lowercase combination as in the original value. So let's just save that and test it. Let's just reload the form, and if I select just EPUB and submit it, then EPUB is still selected when the form reloads with the other error messages. Let's just try it again with Mobi and PDF and submit it. And again, they're selected correctly. If you want to require the user to select a minimum number of options in a multiple choice list, you need to count the number of elements in the array that has been submitted and then compare it with your minimum requirement. So let's just add that to the script. It'll go up here at the top after the conditional statement that created the empty array if nothing has been selected. So the minimum requirement, I'll make minimum selected equals 2, and then a conditional statement using the count function, which tells you the number of elements in an array. So if count post, and it's the format array we're looking at, if that's less than 2, then we'll add an element to the errors array, calling it errors format, and set its value to true. And you can now add an error message to be displayed if there are fewer than 2 items in the format array. So let's just go down here, and we'll add the error message inside the label for the choice list. So if that errors element has been set, if it's set errors format, then we want to display an error message. And we'll use the variable for the minimum that we set before. So that'll be minimum selected. And we just need to add a closing curly brace. So let's just save that and test it again. Need to reload the form so it's correct. And if I don't select any and submit it, I then get a message, please select at least 2. And if I select 2, those 2 are remembered and the error message goes away. So that's how to add a user-friendly multiple choice list to your form.